everyone, it's Stace here from Stace Stitches, and I'm coming with Flosstube 7 on a very leisurely Saturday afternoon. Don't have my daughter, done a bit of stitching, thought I'd film this while I've got a couple hours peace and quiet. So yeah, we can do a little stitching update. I've worked on some, I've started some, even though I said I wasn't starting any, but it's been kind of a dramatic time in my personal life. I got made redundant, then I got a new job. Well, I found out yesterday I've got a new job starting. So I started things to make myself feel happy. So let's go for my other whips first. So the first one I worked on, it's now going to be a pain in the butt to find probably on my iPad, is, there we go, A Beautiful Place from Stitches So Beautiful. It's such a pretty piece, this one, and it was my weekend focus. I was using it every weekend, but this month I've been stitching something else every weekend, only because it's something else I'm hoping to have finished by Christmas, but I have still done some on this. So I have now done this much. Put it over myself so I can't see. Don't know how good the lighting is today. So I have now done 27,429 stitches out of 107,000, taking me to 25.63%. So we're a quarter of the way there. But it's the trees. The trees are just so beautiful on this for me. So that's not had as much love as it usually would, but it's because I've got my February weekend focus. Just trying to get it pushed as far as possible. So there's that one. Next, hopefully these will have the pictures on markup for me. I've worked on Sunset at Hogsmeade, which is hiding. There it is. So this is what it will look like when it is finished. This one's from Kreszenz Kreativ. It's very pretty. Very pretty. So I have now done 9,301 stitches, which brings me to 5%. It's a whole lot of dark colours I've been doing at the minute. So yeah, that is how far I've got on that one. These flowers do look really pretty, especially when you bring it back. It kind of blows out when you bring it up close. Can't really see what it's meant to be when you're stitching it, and then when you pull it away. This is done on 20 count. My Stitches So Beautiful piece is also on 20 counts. So yeah. And they are both 1/1 with CXC. Next. Oh, the remaining ones are all new. They are all new. So I'm a full coverage stitcher. I say I'm a full coverage stitcher, but I started a non-full coverage. I started Long Dog Samplers Krozywyrdn. Now this didn't like to go into markup. There is margins on the pattern where there shouldn't be margins, but I have managed to get it in-ish. We're just rolling with it. Some of the pages I have to mark off stitches I've already done. So I'm doing this on 20 count, and is it 20 or 25? 25. 25 count antique white Lugana with this, it doesn't ever show up. I wonder if it will show up on there. No, kind of. I've got the floss from Oliver Twists on Etsy. Oliver Twists threads, and it's got blue, it's got purple, it's got pink, it's got orange. I wish I could show you how pretty it is. Nope, it's not gonna. But yes, so I've got plenty of that. And this is my little tiny start. Very little tiny start. I have done 1,785 stitches, which it's saying is 7.12%, but I don't think that's right, because obviously there's stitches that are in the margin that you have to mark off twice. It's gone in weird. But I know that's how many stitches I have done. And it's kind of showing. No, it's not going to show the colours. So yes, I've started a non-full coverage. I've been eyeing that one for a long time. So I just committed. I do have the chart printed. Well, I can't do paper charts anymore. That's why I have a memorabilia that's had like 20 stitches done and then not been touched. So yeah, that is my start of that one. And then Putty Cat. I finished my last Country Magic stitch, which was Diagon Alley. And I just felt like I wanted some nice, easy block stitching again. And some of these I've sewed, kind of tried to do the fabric, and some of them I haven't. I'm still getting used to a sewing machine. So I started, when I can find it, when my iPad wants to play ball and the cat wants to stop trying to get in the way. There we are. Visit Hogsmeade from Country Magic Stitch. And this is on a 25 count ecru evenweave from DMC. I have done 2,842 stitches, and this is how far I've got. There is quite a lot of white stitched here, not that you can see, but I've started. Yeah. I do have the other two in the Harry Potter like series from Country Magic Stitch, and I do hope to have all 4 done eventually. And that is how far I got with that one. Just a little start with some nice easy block stitching. Then my last new start. All these bags. It's a restart. If everyone can remember, I started Daydream Foxes from Charting Creations, artwork by Sheena Pike. And I started in the bottom, and then I ripped the bottom, started down here, and then realised that it hadn't gone into markup properly. And then I washed my grid out, and then I decided I didn't want to stitch it without the grid. So I restarted it, and this time I've started in the top left. Not my preference. I know it's gone incorrectly this time, but I still have that worry that something's going to go wrong. So that is my tiny little restart. There is like 6 different reds in there, not that you can see. There's 1,668 stitches done out of 166,600, taking me to 1% precisely. It was a new start. I wanted to get it to 1%. So I did. And that is as far as I have got on that one so far. Then my weekend focus has changed. So this is Australian Landscape at Sunset from Artecy. It's one of their free patterns. And I'd like to have this done for my little sister for Christmas. Oh, and Foxes is on 28.5 count as well. I'd like to have this done by Christmas for my sister. So that has become my weekend focus. It's on the hoop because it's what I've been stitching this morning. And I have put in so far 5,346 stitches. I've got 45,054 to go to finish. And this is 10.61%. And I forget that it's 90 colours. And my brain didn't quite twig that when something has 90 colours and it's the size of Foxes, it's a bit less confetti, than when there's 90 colours and there's only 50,000 stitches in the entire piece. But I think it's coming along nicely. That one's on 20%. No, it's on 20 count. Obviously everything I stitch is with CXC, and it's all 1/1 full cross because my brain doesn't comprehend 10 stitch. So there's that one. And then I have been quite naughty. I have, you know, I said no starting, no buying patterns. Yeah, I've bought patterns. So I will show you. When I was feeling really sad, I bought some patterns to cheer myself up. And at some point I will start this. I don't know when. I've got the fabric. When I feel like starting something, I will start something. So I've seen loads of other people stitching this and I think it's gorgeous. So I bought my first Dona gelsinger mini sunflower cottage from Heaven and Earth Designs. Got fabric for that one. And I'm stitching one for my sister, and my best friend was, I want one. I have bought the fabric, but I'm going to buy some different fabric. I'll show you the picture. This is from Pain Free Crafts. I'm slowly getting pieces from all the charting companies. Wolf by Heather Edwards. I don't like stitching white, so I am going to get a piece of maybe hand-dyed fabric and just do the wolf and not do any of this white around the back, which is all charted to be stitched, and I'm not doing that. I think I put it into markup and there's like 30,000 stitches of white, and no. Just no. So I've got fabric for that, but I think I'm going to buy different, maybe like a very pale green, because green's her favourite colour. And then I bought the fabric to start. This is from Stitches So Beautiful. Ooh. It was a freebie for one of their monthly challenges. Celestial Sky Over Moonlit Waves. I've got the fabric for this one. I do plan on starting it quite quickly because I'm no longer kitting up separate patterns. I've got a master set. I've been busy. And then I've not long received, I need to get the fabric for Magical Forest Lights from Fantasy Digital. Again, a Stitches So Beautiful. So I'm no longer kitting up separate patterns. I did myself a very cheeky naughty purchase. I bought myself the Pip and Chip rails and the box. Can I do this without tipping them all out? No. So yes, I am now kitting. So foxes, I'm kitting from there. I'm stitching from there. Colouring book afternoon, I'm stitching from there. I've got another new start coming up in March with Ebony. I think Ebony's still joining me for it, which is a Heaven and Earth design. I can show you because it's right here on my tablet. It's Mini House of Tranquility. Yuri Krushch. I've got the threads for that in there. Obviously, Sunflower Cottage, I'm going to stitch from there. A few things like my Country Magic stitch, I have got threads separate. And I will probably keep them like that. So then if I go like to my parents or out somewhere, I can take the bag with me. And like my Australian landscape, I will keep that. That's got the threads on thread cards in my little project bag I made. I will keep those like that. But ones like foxes, I will just stitch them from my now master set, which I feel is going to just add fuel to my starting fire. Because I'm also starting another one in March. Oh, not today, kitty cat. And one in May. And then I think that might be it for a while, but you never really know. So that is my naughty purchase and my little stitching update. I mean, I have bought 20 count for all of my other new starts. So I think that's safe to say that's still my preference, but I do have quite a few on 25 count now. And that is about it. I've got a bit of carnage to clean up here now. You can see I've still got some kitted up like that. They're the ones I'll take places. But yeah, that is a little update from me. Until next time, I will get lots of stitching done again. Kind of gone off my little rotation wheel and just kind of stitching on what I fancy. Some things aren't getting worked on, but you've got to stitch on what you want to, haven't you? So yeah, that is my update. Thanks everybody for joining me. Thanks for everybody who always comments. I do try and reply to them all. And yeah, it's nice to see other people saying hello. So thank you everybody who checks in, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.